What's going on, guys? I'm Jay the Black. Shout out to everyone that's tuning in. I want to talk about Meg Thee Stallion. Okay, she was at Coachella and she debuted a song which seemingly is a diss track to someone of her past that she dealt with. Now, when I listened to it, you could tell that it was heavily influenced by Lil' Kim, and people are saying that it was a diss at Tory Lanez. And I'm going to talk to you about the hypocrisy of this, because Tory Lanez was handcuffed and he was basically put out there as a violator of a order that she put out that keeps him from speaking about her, even though when he tweeted about, his member and how his member, done wonders on a woman to drive a woman to act out. And I'm just paraphrasing, people. How he ended up in court over this. But she can go on Coachella, instead of releasing the song on her social media, she decides to go on Coachella because that's the biggest audience she's ever going to be in front of. And she decides to put out this diss song, which people are saying was towards Tory Lanez. I was thinking it might have been because of, I don't know her situation with Party. I heard they had broken up, but they may have gotten back together. I've seen where they may have seemingly been together, but it's a song about women's empowerment and about women being able to run the world with their box. Let me tell you something, Meg Thee Stallion. No woman's box is good enough to run the world. Don't let those TV shows and movies fool you. Now, does a woman's box drive weak men crazy? Yes. Weak men will always be susceptible to being controlled and manipulated by a woman's box. But I don't think you're that woman, Meg. That's why Tory Lanez was dealing with you and your friend. I don't think it was that strong. But I think his dizzick was strong enough for you to get into it with your friend over him about it. Because listen, I don't want to get into the details of the case, but I truly believe that Meg is a jealous female, even though Tory was dealing with somebody else and then she came into the picture, but then wants to deny it and act like ain't nothing going on. But we know something going on because you made a whole song about it now. Now, according to Hip Hop DX, Meg Thee Stallion has skyrocketed to fame over the past few years, and her hard work has paid off. Just one artist away from headlining the Coachella Valley Arts and Music Festival in Saturday night. This how much of a industry plant Meg Thee Stallion is. Meg Thee Stallion could barely get people to show up to a show in her hometown, but she is considered almost a co-headliner of Coachella. No wonder Kanye West wanted nothing to do with Coachella. I mean, if you have people like Meg Thee Stallion who can barely sell tickets in her hometown, who's now people putting it up there like she's one of the biggest artists in the world. No, she's one of the most promoted artists in the world. The Roc Nation rapper sailed through her set, which included hit songs such as Body, Savage, and Sweet as Pie. Her collaboration with Dua Lipa. The Houston native also debuted a snippet of a new song, possibly titled "To Whom the F It May Concern." She began by telling the cheering crowd, "This song is very MFing personal to me, and is to whom the F it may concern." That's why people are saying it was towards Tory Lanez. But what's funny is that you have a protection order that he can't say nothing about you, but you can make diss songs about him. The song, clearly dedicated to an ex-boyfriend, samples Jodeci's 1995's Freakin' You remix featuring Wu-Tang Clan, but fans think it's a full-blown Tory Lanez diss track. I mean, who else is it going to be about? She can't talk about Moneybagg Yo. Moneybagg Yo is successful. He has clearly moved on. He has no need to want to be with Meg Thee Stallion. So who has she dated since then? Probably, maybe it was other guys that we don't know of. You know, these chicks be dating other dudes that we don't know about. There's the dudes we know about and dudes we don't. But if it's personal to you, it's because it's somebody that you obviously either still care about or you still feel some type of way about. And who could that be? You a F N-word, still can't believe I used to F with you. She raps, popping plan B's, cause I ain't planning to be stuck with you. Bam, I see you still kicking it with them op B's. I'm the only reason your groupie ass got B's. All them hoes wanna be like me. B, most likely only effing you to spite me. That's what she had to say. Okay. Again, she could be talking about a couple of different people. But I do think that there's some Tory Lanez references in there because, you know, women tend to speak the most about the things that bother them the most. And I think Tory Lanez bothers her the most. I really do. And once she put the full song out, then we're really going to get an idea of what she's saying. Because again, she could be talking about anybody. Because when I first heard her rap this, I thought she may have been talking about Party. Because Party, I mean, I think he's known to be a rapper, a writer, right? He writes for people. But, you know, she could definitely elevate his groupie game, you know? But when she's talking about, you know, chilling with the ops, the op heifers, I'm thinking that she's talking about Tory Lanez because Tory Lanez was dealing with her now ex-friend, you know, why this guy, because again, this song could have been written last year. This song could have been written during that whole situation that bubbled to the surface that maybe she had already written this because most of these songs, because again, I don't believe she writes her own stuff, but she could have wrote this herself. That's why it's personal to her. And this could have been around the time that Tory was dealing with her and her friend at the same time. But again, this could be anybody, you know. But I believe that there is a reason to believe that Tory Lanez was dissed in this, because when women are enthralled in drama, they're always going to go into a battle mindset with the person they have the most vitriol for. Almost immediately, Twitter started to explode with reactions to the song. Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion have been embroiled in a contentious legal battle since she accused him shooting her in July of 2020. Earlier this year, Lanez was remanded to jail during a court hearing for violating one of the conditions of his release. The judge determined he disobeyed the court by subtweeting Meg Thee Stallion. Like, subtweeting, the guy didn't even name her. He can't even subtweet. Like, what is this? There are courts that don't even enforce protective orders, in real world protective orders. I'm talking about women have protective orders, men have protective orders. But here you got a judge that wants to reprimand Tory Lanez to jail over subtweeting when they don't even enforce most of the other court orders that they have on their desk. Interestingly enough, the unreleased track includes a line about D don't run me, which could be interpreted as a response to Lane's tweet, "Good D had me effing two best friends and I got caught. That's what I apologize for. It's sick how you spun it though." Oh. So that's the part where she talked about Tory Lanez, how the D don't run her, and that's why people thought that she may have been talking about Tory Lanez. Again, I believe that the snippet was mainly, I think, about numerous dudes that she had failed relationships with, but also maybe about friends that she had. But the line about the D don't run her, that's definitely about Tory Lanez. Only days later, after posting $350,000 in bail, Lanez resurfaced with a song called "Mucky James," in which he appeared to address their court case against Judge Orders, something he denied. Twitter thinks Meg did the same thing with the Coachella performance, not Megan eating Tory Lanez up on her new song. She wasn't eating up anything, but that's the type of fan she has. Anyway, one person wrote, while another said Tory Lanez made Megan Thee Stallion so mad that she over there rapping at Coachella like Tupac and Lil Kim in her new song. Yeah, that was a weird cadence. Like she started rapping like Lil Kim all of a sudden. Fans might be able to get their hands on the track sooner than later. As Meg Thee Stallion wrote an Instagram caption, I performed a snippet of my unreleased song at Coachella last night. I see y'all saying y'all want it. Maybe I should just go ahead and release this. Hashtag Hypocrisy. The judge when Megan drops a diss track about Tory Lanez at Coachella versus Tory Lanez responding to her rants on Twitter. Okay, damn, Meg Thee Stallion rapping on this new track she performing. Damn, I have the Coachella live stream on another tab because I ain't trying to watch Megan and F my Ramadan up. It's feeling like a proper Tory Lanez diss track, by the way. So Meg Thee Stallion can make a diss song about Tory Lanez, but Tory Lanez can't speak about anything. What the F kind of BS is the industry on right now, honestly? It's called hypocrisy. How can Mr. Meg Thee Stallion, that's what it says, perform a diss song, but Tory Lanez isn't allowed to say you in a tweet about getting arrested? That's, you know. Meg Thee Stallion drops diss track on Tory Lanez at Coachella, Queen Per Slade. Tory Lanez responds to her rants and allegations on Twitter. I enjoyed Megan's set. That new song she previewed has Tory Lanez diss all over it. She gagged him. Nah, that new Meg Thee Stallion previewed at Coachella was tough, giving me Biggie Warning vibes. Right. Oh man, you people are weird. Listen, this is where we are, man. This is where we are. This woman dealt with Tory Lanez while he was dealing with her friend, but nobody calls that out. None of her fans, none of her delusional fans call that out. They don't call out the fact that this woman doesn't have to say anything, because the only reason why Tory is saying anything is because she's the one who's speaking. And she's the one that created the narrative that he was the perpetrator. And he's been in a mindset of defending himself. And she probably thought that Tory would just go away and accept being guilty. But, you know, the state of California isn't going along with that plan. And they have intentions and aspirations of kicking him out of this country. And I think that's what Megan doesn't understand, or her delusional fans. So Tory Lanez is going to speak up for himself because, one, he don't want to get deported or spend any time in jail over this if it's not his fault. And for some reason that bothers her. I don't think that this diss track is going to help. It may help her as far as people downloading her music. Maybe that's what it's for. Maybe she's monetizing this beef or this issue that they have with each other. So let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts. Like this video and share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and I'll see y'all next video.